Welcome to Bergen.
Have you ever experienced a city that stole your heart?
I can't believe where I am right now, like, wow.
This is exactly what happened to me in Bergen, Norway. And no, it's not because my last name is Bergen and I love Bergen. That's a happy coincidence. It's because it's a place where every corner is filled with enchantment. It made me feel alive.
But I feel so alive.
And it showed me its true colors. I would also argue it's more than this, but for that, I need to tell you the whole story. Here we go. We're starting at the beginning, of course, duh. Well, kinda. You'll see.
First day in Bergen, oh my goodness, and I'm starting off with something super Bergen-like.
A hike up one of Bergen's 7 mountains.
At the bottom of the hill, there's a big lineup. I think you can take a cable car. I'm just gonna hike up as I'm preparing for, how do you say it? Galduhibbigen? The highest peak in Norway. That should be next weekend. I just came from Oslo. I didn't sleep much.
10 hours earlier in Oslo.
About to get on, and I feel really special because it actually says my name on it. Here we go.
If you don't know, the train from Oslo to Bergen is around 7 hours, and it's considered to be one of the most magnificent train rides you can experience. When it's not dark, of course. And so I didn't expect to get any sleep or see anything. But I was dead wrong. At about 5 a.m., I woke up in a dream-like state. What I saw was something I will never forget. It was a scene similar to the one you see here. It was a desolate mountainscape, and the snowy rocks looked golden. And the frozen lake was seeing the first signs of spring. I wanted to cry. It was so beautiful. But instead, I passed out again.
Welcome to Bergen. I'm really tired.
Back to present day Bergen.
I'm so happy to be surrounded by mountains. This is just way too cute. It's a fairly steep but fairly easy walk up. It's very easy to follow, and then you get to the very top where the cable car lets everybody out. But along the way you see all these really cool statues, and apparently there are trolls in this forest. Gotta keep my eyes out.
This is Fløyen, a stunning viewpoint and the beginning of a bunch of other trails to explore.
We're gonna go as far as we can and keep our eyes peeled for trolls.
Into the forest we go, where according to legends rooted in Norse mythology, live trolls. They are said to be dangerous and ugly, and lucky for me, they didn't eat adult humans, so the only trolls I need to watch out for are the ones on the internet.
This is how you take selfies when you're by yourself. I just feel so alive. I don't know if you can see me, but you can probably hear me. But I feel so alive. Moments like this where I'm just so grateful. Norway really marks like a really special moment in my journey as well. It's been a full-on year that I've been doing this peak project. Norway was always kind of like one of those things that was so far away in my mind, and I wasn't sure how I was going to make it possible.
Because when you grow your own YouTube channel and business,
it's really challenging, and it did get very challenging. It still is. But I found a way to support myself better and still keep
the dream alive.
I'm glad I could make it. We have to stop because fog is rolling in, so it's starting to drizzle a little bit. Please don't fall. It's sitting like precariously perched on a bench. It's like we're in a cloud. But what's freaky is that like this is a cliff edge right here. You can see the reflection of the trees. I think we're gonna keep going for another few kilometers to a spot called Vippen, and then probably have some snacks and go back because I cannot miss the 4 o'clock cutoff. Otherwise I won't have any of my valuables, which I need to work tomorrow. Oh, the last bits of snow in this area. Didn't expect that. find a nice little picnic spot here. Ooh, this looks like a nice sitting rock. I got some really Norwegian snacks, I guess. Brunost. I read that is a type of cheese. I think it's like melted whey from goat cheese, which really intrigued me. It says high fiber, so that should help fill us up. I say us like you're gonna have some. Like, I wish you could have some with me. I wish you could be here, but I mean, that's just not how life works. Fruit. It's got blackcurrant, strawberry, and acai. Oh, baby, baby. It's not Norwegian. I just looked. It's made in Stockholm, Sweden. Of course, I would pick something Swedish. Looks like one of those wafers. Well, like a sweet wafer I used to have when I was a kid in Canada. But it definitely smells healthy. It tastes like peanut butter. That is special. So many flavors. I do have an apple, but an apple sounds pretty boring compared to this stuff. Wow. That's so cool. Just like that, the fog cleared and now you can see. But then I can tell it's coming in already because there was an antenna right there, but now it's gone. Soon that hut will be gone as well. I thought we were gonna get lucky and maybe get to see some cool views, but I don't think it's gonna clear up that much. I get it. Ost means cheese. I don't know what brun means. Probably brown. Brun. Yeah, probably. Brown cheese. Oh my god, that's clever. Or maybe it's not and I just like feel good that I figured it out.
This hike may have been short, but it's one I won't forget.
Hello, little friend.
It was time to explore the actual city of Bergen, and this is where I would become even more enchanted.
We're in Bergen right now, and what I've noticed is old school buildings from like the 1900s. It's really cool that they modernized them. There's like a pub, a hotel, souvenir shops, of course. It's interesting to think that what was in there in the past, right?
I love when ancient history is woven into our contemporary world. It's like this place is not afraid of what it once was. It shows exactly where it came from, and it's proud of where it is.
If you saw the Oslo video, you know what I'll be talking about here. Just noticed again that there's numbers on the buildings. So again, we know that these were built in the early 1900s, all different years as well.
And if I'm honest, it's important to recognize where we came from. Even more important to accept who we are.
I'm just loving, like, I think they're all made out of wood. That's my astute observation. And it just looks like they've worked really, really hard to keep it the same. Although I do remember reading that I think there was a fire. The fire was in 1702. They say the fire saved Bergen. So they reconstructed it. And then it became a rat's nest in the mid-1900s. And now it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Crazy how things can change, right? Kind of cool that they're so intent on preserving part of their history. Also, just walking down here, it reminds me of my childhood because it smells like wet paint. I did a lot of painting as a kid. We're talking actual painting on paper and walls.
When I fall in love with a place, it's often because it makes me feel at home. I feel like my whole life has been this journey of looking for and finding this feeling.
I found a really nice little bakery because I wanted to have some coffee and a tasty little treat. I wanted something sweet, which is weird for me because normally I'm a very salty person. I've got a cardamom bun. I've got a cardamom bun. Maybe my bun looks like cardamom too, I don't know. It smells really good. Looks like it's got sugar on top. I have no idea what's inside. Gee, I wonder if there's cardamom too. And then of course I got cortado, my fave. And I came to this one just because the sign says best bakery. I'm a sucker for that apparently. Normally I wouldn't do that, but I've been searching for a bakery for at least an hour. I finally
found one. And it's perfect timing because it started pouring rain again. I personally don't mind the rain, but the camera doesn't like it. So doughy, so soft. And it's got like that little spice. That's the cardamom, obviously. I think my favorite thing about the city is just walking around the streets because the way the houses are made and the colors there are and all of the street art, like there's just something new around every corner. It's truly a surprise. It's really cool. And I'm a huge fan of street art, so it's even better. What do you think about this one for a tattoo? Look at this one. It says 1740, I think. And this was the final piece to the puzzle. I was woken up at like 5 in the morning by drums. Happy birthday, Norway! I'm out for a run and I'm greeted by like all of these festivities, flags. People are dressed up in their traditional dress and it's just incredible. I'm so happy I get to explore, wow, and celebrate Norway's birthday. Well, it's like their constitutional day. Wow. I was immersed in something so authentic, so genuine, so Norwegian that I could not help but to embrace the joy around me. The people smiling, singing, and just being filled my heart to its brim. My time was coming to an end though. After 5 glorious days in the city, it was time to do what I came to Norway to do. It was time to conquer Peak 11 on my 50 peak journey. Galdhøpiggen. Now, getting to the peak itself is an entire adventure, and one I can't wait to share because I don't think you'll believe it until you actually see what happened.
Gosh, I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe where I am right now. Like, wow, I've got fjords all around me.